Christmas Eve to all. What a good one we have in store as we are underway here in Week 16. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Samuel caught left side. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with three receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And this is going to be a Commander's first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
First down, Howell to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's second and 18. Gets this out quickly to Dotson. So the completion good for just 3. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on third and long. They'll motion McLaurin left. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. Howell going to audible to something else. And McLaurin, the motion man right. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win, just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So on fourth down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for the Jets, McCole Hardman. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And the Jets will take over. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Hey, 88. Jump out.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't ask the easy stuff, do you? I mean, you created a heck of a situation there, and actually you didn't create it. You presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is the Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Powell down to throw it. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commanders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now they'll change things up.
At the 8-yard line.
They'll motion McLaurin left. Powell.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And the slot man goes in motion left. Flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far and brings up 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Powell changing the play here. They'll try to run it with Gibson.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. No score after 1 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Sly able to put this one through. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Jets had 8-6 now on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Take 30.
Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Second and 10. Second down, Howell back to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Pass is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Howell throwing on third down here.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Tressway on fourth down is sent out to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
Hardman on the return.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Jets will take over first and 10.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. Gets around him. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 54 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Rodgers wants to change the look. On first and 10, it's Hall.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Here's second and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10.
And now they'll shift things around. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Here's second and 10. Now a late signee let go by Minnesota in June. It's Dalvin Cook.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Here comes third down at 7.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Inside. Get 300. Get 300. Hey, check 26.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and that forced the incompletion.
So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal.
From the left hash, a chip shot here. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Takes over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. To pick up yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's Howell.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. This time they stay on the ground. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 17-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Easy. Back north. 630. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Got it.
In motion left, Hardman.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. A big play there just before halftime, and even 40 yards. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 88.
To throw is Rodgers. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 39 that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
A final shot before half for Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Nick Bottom in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jets have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Commanders 3.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. Able to push his way through. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
They get 17 more on that one and another first down.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us over the years, Brandon, that balance is? It means doing what you want to when you want to. That play calling is working very well for them right now.
Inside. Get 300. Get 300. Shift.
Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, take 26. 26. Back north.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Hey, flag.
Now it's Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like what they did there, because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used the slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Rodgers going to throw.
The Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down.
And they're going to speed things up here.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
Hey, take 26.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Now 3rd down and very long.
In motion comes the tight end left.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
And a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to throw, Howell. To the sideline and incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
88.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Rodgers. Wide open receiver, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 46 yards on the play. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
In motion right, that's Hardman.
Rodgers now on 1st down. He finds Wilson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
Zuerlein good with a PAT. And the lead is now 17-3. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because it's stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling with this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Faking the handoff. Howell
eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Second and 10, Howell.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in front of them, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Another throw for Howell.
Is incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nearly a huge return. As it is, still a very good one. 24 yards.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, the fact you can take the spirit away from another team. Their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Rod
with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard.
So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Jump out!
Back to throw again. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end, Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in.
There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Powell. Back to Gibson and another catch for him.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Jets.
Powell from the gun. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Washington first down.
Powell to the air on 1st and 10. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Powell, another throw on 2nd down. He's going to drop this one down to Gibson.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
It's Howe with another throw.
Flush to... Oh, Howe loses it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Now Hall to start the drive.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Now look out, Breece Hall.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season.
And the Jets are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And not a very good return at all as he won't even get this back to the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And certainly starting to appear that they might finally be about to suffer that first loss of the season. What a heck of a run through 3 months, though, but they trail big here.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On second down, another shot for Robinson.
And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focused.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get paid. It's not the whole thing, needs a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy. That's why my flow is like a cinnamon tsunami with the lemongrass. Ooh, ooh. Let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'ma watch what you gon' do. If you gon' build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah. I can show you how to make a lot of cheese. I got the dialect of dairy in my diary. I'm from a lactose intolerance community. I wanna circulate the units in the unity. The continuity of opportunity for stacking bands. Opportunity to stack the figures with your family. I can show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. Ooh. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do. Ooh, I'm gonna watch what you gonna do. See, if you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, then chuck a deuce. You throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. Yeah, what's good like making? In the making, a young tycoon that's sickening. Typhoid and spill like a typhoon to the rain. Live in the streets where the money's hunted by drainages. If it's aimless, ain't a single thing that can change it. I'm changing it. Get your dollar straight and circulate, then gang with it. Aim for your partner, pocket and pop. That's dangerous. If you ain't with it, you throwing off the vibe. Man, I don't got time for that. It's all about the vibe. All that I got time for. I ain't got the goose. Stack with me. Don't come through with bad energy. You ain't with the vibe. Don't waste my time. is the reason why I wanna keep it the thighs. All that I see is a lie. We got a fit, that's a drip. She in my wrist, that's a freezer. Give me assist, give me teamwork. Keep it consistent, for the distance.
Stay